Good afternoon, this is Paul, and behind me I've got a 2014 Jaguar F-Type 5 litre supercharged S. I'd like to show you around. Very unusual car in the fact that it has a paint job which costs over £1,100. This colour is called Firesand. So the Firesand, I think, with the black detailing, makes this car look amazing. And I'll get close to the colour in a minute, but you'll see how really metallic it is. But first of all, I'm just going to kind of walk around the car. Now there are styling cues here from the E-Type, because of course the E-Type was one of the cars that made Jaguar very, very famous. So of course what you've got here is it's a two-seater roadster. The seats are as close to the rear wheels as you can get, which is how the E-Type is situated, and so the drive and the dynamic is much the same, although this is a much more modern car. It's a lot quicker, and it makes an amazing noise. As you come down through the back, you can see the reverse shark fin here. So the E-Type came down at this sort of an angle and then came up, and you can see from here it kind of mimics it to a degree. And if you look at the rear lights, and you look at the rear lights on a Series 1 E-Type, you can see that this design here around the side is very much like you have with the rear lights on a Series 1, where there's a gap in the center between the number plate where the rear bumper stops. So there are definite design cues here which relate back to the E-Type, and that's not a bad thing, because the E-Type was an amazing car for Jaguar, and I think as a modern version this is one of the prettiest cars to ever have come out of the Jaguar factories, especially in this colour. I love it in this colour. It's got a real grand tour feel about it, although with a 5 litre V8 supercharged engine it's not slow. You can see here it's sporting the S badge. It makes an incredible noise. So I don't know if you've ever heard an SVR, as it's at a full acceleration and wide open throttle, it sounds a bit like a machine gun, and this is much the same. As you take your foot off, there's a crackle and a pop and a spark coming out of the back, which makes your hair stand on end. It's quite a spectacular thing to drive, and I'm just walking around the car because it is such a pretty looking thing. The hood goes up and down very, very quickly, so if you are caught out in the rain, you're not going to get wet. You've got those 4 lovely exhaust pipes sticking out of the back, which are responsible for that amazing noise that comes out of it. And if I move towards the inside, you can see when the car is unlocked, you've got the little Jaguar insignia on the door handles. You've got the black leather with this nice orange contrast stitching. Behind there you can see it's got the Meridian surround sound system and partially electric seats. You move them backwards and forwards manually, but the up and down and the back of the seat is all electric. You've got lots and lots of lateral support in here, but it's also quite a soft and compliant seat. So it's not a hard shell seat. It's a seat that's going to give you lots of support. It gives you support going around corners. It fills your lower back in very, very nicely. So if you have lower back pain like I have a tendency to get, it works really, really well. Now I'm just going to jump in. Now if you can see there, the mileage currently is 33,641. The keys I've just popped in there for a second, but if I just press the start button, you can hear, I'm not going to sit here and rev the engine because it's not the right thing to do where I am, but you can see here you've got a button there which improves the exhaust note. The spoiler is electric, it's electronic handbrake. That one does the roof, and then you've got the drive selector here to give you a more sporty or more grip in the wet. Climate control and heated seats are all there, and there's your Jaguar navigation system. If you've ever had a Jaguar before, you'll find this is very easy and simple to use. these, if I turn the engine off, just pops down and gives you a nice flush dash. And you can see there the S insignia extends to the inside of the car. Very pretty. I love it. The steering wheel is nice as a flat bottom, so it gives you more room underneath your knees. And you can see here that the gear change pedals, left with the minus and right with the plus, that gives you ties in the colours to the inside of the car as well, so it looks really cool. I shall pop the boot open. Practicalities, obviously it's only a two-seater, so you're not going to get a family of 5 in there, but then you can see here we've got book packs and what have you, but you've got a lower section there, and then you've got a bit of extra, so you can get soft overnight bags, that sort of thing in there without a problem. So if you decided you wanted to go on a road trip or on a short stay somewhere, the car can easily accommodate. But I think one of the things that this car will do very, very well is make you smile. The noise and the colour and the whole theatre of driving this car is the thing that's going to get you up slightly earlier on a Saturday morning to take it for a run. It's a big character, and it's a very pretty thing. I hope you like the car. Oh, by the way, it's got an immaculate Jaguar main dealer service history, and we've just had it serviced, so it's a very nicely maintained car. It's one of those cars you just want to look at because it's such a pretty shape. So I hope you like the car. I hope you like the video and find the video useful. If you'd like to know more about it, please visit our website, www.clinkcarcars.co.uk. Either pop us an email, drop us a text or a WhatsApp, or pick up the phone and give us a call. We'd be very happy to talk to you about it. Thank you for watching.